Good morning everybody and welcome to the Fearless Kitchen TV, and I'm Vanessa Baxter, and today we are doing such a simple recipe. We are just going to do some scrambled eggs, but it's one of those recipes where the kids go, oh no, not scrambled eggs, because they can be really gluggy or they can be really rubbery, and then actually no one enjoys eating them too much. So I've just got a little simple trick to show you when you're making your scrambled eggs. So if your kids are around and they're trying to get organized for school, they've still got an hour before they need to get there, so maybe this quick 2-minute trick with the scrambled eggs would be something to get them practical and involved in the morning with making their own breakfast, whether it's during the week or on the weekend. And you never know, they may even be able to present it to you in bed one day, which would be a bonus, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to start by getting my pan on and getting it just a little bit hot, because we're going to throw some butter in there and melt our butter. While my pan's getting hot on my stove, so you can see my pan here is getting hot, I'm using my good old trusty Le Creuset. If you know me, I just love them. I save up for them and I treat myself and buy pieces when I've saved up enough money. Not easy, by the way. Money is one of my biggest issues. As a mum, I just find that money is flying out the door all over the place, especially with teenagers. You think when you've got toddlers it's bad? Oh gosh, not trying to put you off, but it's pretty hard when they're teenagers as well. Okay, so I've got a couple of eggs here, so I'm just going to do 2 and crack them into the bowl here, which I've got ready. And you know, another tip in the kitchen is, if you can, just get everything out and ready to go. It makes it so much simpler when you're cooking and you're not charging over there to the fridge or charging over there to the drawer to grab something, you know, charging over here. Can't say I always get everything out. In fact, as I'm saying it, I'm realizing I'm probably going to need a butter knife to get into that butter to put it in the pan. So we'll use a big knife because that's what I've got available and close. So we're going to just take some butter. Love butter, okay? Absolutely love butter. So that's going to go in the pan and melt into the pan so that we can add our eggs to it. So you can see it's melting pretty quickly in there, and I'm going to just whiz it around. If you've got your volume up, you'll hear that gorgeous, gorgeous sizzling of the butter. And we're just going to give our eggs a little whisk here in the bowl. Don't you love the whisk? You can see I'm completely attached to my cute things, but they're usually presents, or I save up and buy something special for myself as a treat. You know, other women buy jewellery and clothes. I do actually love Trelise Cooper too, but don't tell anyone. What I'm actually tend to spend my money on is in kitchen shops. They love me. Okay, so I'm just going to crack in some pepper, crack in some sea salt. So we just got 2 eggs in there and some pepper and salt. Pretty easy, and you've probably always got those ingredients hanging around. Now, I've got a little jug of milk here, and I'm just going to add a touch of milk in there, okay? And this is what will help to keep the scrambled eggs creamy. I'm having a look over here at my pan, and the butter is bubbling away. So we're in great shape to add our eggs. Always make sure your butter's bubbling. It means your pan's nice and hot and ready to go. And we're just going to have our heat on about a medium, not too high, because you want the eggs to cook really lightly and turn over easily. So we don't want to overcook any of our egg. Hopefully you can hear that gorgeous sound as they go in, nice and bubbly there. Got my salt and pepper up here. Now I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it for a few seconds. Don't get in there really quickly with a spoon and start moving it around. We want the egg at the bottom to just start to cook a little bit. You'll see actually it start to puff up a bit. That's great, because it means you've got some air in there and it's going to be a lovely and creamy scrambled eggs. So if you're a kid and you're watching me and your parents are like, oh, make sure you grab a spatula, make sure you grab a spoon, don't let it cook at the bottom. You say, no, we need to leave it for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then I always use this great wooden paddle. Found it at an Asian shop. It cost me about $1. This is great. Morning, Trish. We are just going to lift up our egg from the bottom and just gently fold it in, folding it in like this. Just fold it over and fold it over, fold it over, and then our lovely, creamy, milky scrambled egg can go out onto our plate. That is such and easy breakfast, okay? Now I've got some fresh parsley and chives that I've chopped together from my garden. I'm just going to pop that on top. Now, if you've got some sourdough handy or some regular toast, that needs to go into your toaster before you cook your eggs. Did you see how quick that is? It is so quick once it's in the pan. So that's why it's important to have everything ready around. This recipe requires eggs and salt and pepper and a touch of butter. So it's not difficult for anybody. It's an economical way to start your day, and it's a truly nutritious way to start your day. Brenda, Trish, I know you agree with me. Anyone else who ends up watching this video later, this is something that anyone can do. Your kids can do. They can do it from about 5 years of age, as long as you're supervising them over the heat. Okay, this is so yummy. I can't wait to eat it, so I'm going to dig in. And you know what, guys? You've got time to make yourself some beautiful fresh scrambled eggs in the morning. So if you do, and you can pop them on a plate and take a photo, I'd love to see it later in the comments or during the week when you get a chance, or maybe on the weekend. Just send me a shot, because it's so inspiring to me to see that I've inspired someone else to just get in the kitchen and give it a go. Hey, thanks for tuning in.